Hollywood a toujours eu une fascination pour les monstres et les créatures venues d'un autre monde. Peut-être pour ressusciter les peurs de notre enfance ou tout simplement pour montrer ce dont le cinéma est capable, créer des choses impossibles. C'est ce que Steve Johnson a voulu faire en créant XFX.
My position here at XFX is to conceptualize. And in saying that, what I mean is I work with the filmmakers and basically become a filmmaker myself and help them restructure the effects portions of the film to the point where they're very new and very fresh.
Steve avait 19 ans quand Rick Baker, grand maître des effets spéciaux à Hollywood, l'embauche comme apprenti. 6 ans plus tard, Steve vole de ses propres ailes et fonde XFX. Depuis, c'est la boîte la plus sollicitée à Hollywood pour la création de monstres, de costumes fantastiques, d'accessoires de science-fiction, de maquillage inhabituel et de marionnettes électroniques.
It's right here, Ray. It's looking at me.
En vérité, la carrière solo de Steve sera lancée en 1984 lorsqu'il crée les petits bonshommes verts de SOS Fantôme.
Everyone remembers Slimer, and that was probably one of the more fun projects I've ever done because we were not only creating characters that didn't exist in the real world, but we were creating characters that were very funny.
Il passera aux choses plus sérieuses lorsque James Cameron lui confiera la conception des créatures aquatiques de Abyss. Une avalanche de projets le fera ensuite voyager par tous les genres hollywoodiens. Du fantastique au drame réaliste, du comique au gore. Les plus grands réalisateurs, Clive Barker, John Landis, John Carpenter, Jim Jarmusch, Gus Van Sant et beaucoup d'autres se bousculent pour travailler avec Steve. Ils reconnaissent en lui non seulement l'artiste, mais avant tout le technicien.
One of the interesting things we've done here is we've tried to get away from the human form. The head will actually fit. This is the actor's head, a model of it, but the creature head will be out here lower, so we lose the kind of human profile. His hands actually end in fists here, so we've got much longer arms and larger hands. But the real trick here is that we've got actual leg extensions built in that are completely free moving. So the actor's leg goes right here, and there's an extension on the inside, just like stilts. So what we'll end up with once we have this painted, slimed up, and finished is something that doesn't look human at all. When you have to create something that's a monster, and you bring to it a sense of awe, if you have the audience get to a place where they can actually be awestruck by it yet still frightened, then that's, I think, you've really, really accomplished something.
Avant chaque nouveau projet, les enjeux montent d'un cran. Pour le film de 1995, La Mutante, le pari était d'inventer le personnage principal, un monstre qui puisse effrayer autant que séduire. Steve collabora avec H.R. Giger, le célèbre dessinateur qui a inspiré la série Alien. Ensemble, ils créeront une créature à la fois étrange et sexy.
The interesting thing about it is that every creature that had been ripped off from Giger was a man. Now, if you look at Giger's work, they're always women. 99.9% of them are women. So on Species, here was the opportunity to do an actual Giger creation that was backed by Giger. So it was a wonderful opportunity.
Le succès de XFX est aussi dû à une équipe de peintres, de sculpteurs, d'électriciens, de soudeurs, de chimistes et de maquilleurs qui repoussent sans cesse les limites de l'innovation technique. Ils expérimentent aussi avec de nouveaux matériaux, comme par exemple ce gel thermique.
A thermal gel was actually something that was developed in another company for sex toys. And you could use your imagination and how this material would be appropriate. The properties of this material allow the person to really stretch to like beyond 20 times its size, and it still have the memory to retain the shape of Robin's face.
Ce visage est bien celui de Robin Williams. Steve l'a créé pour le dernier film de Disney, L'Homme bicentenaire, sans doute son projet le plus ambitieux à ce jour. Il lui a fallu près d'1 an pour fabriquer et raffiner ce costume de robot dans lequel Robin passe plus des 3/4 du film. Difficulté majeure, trouver un moyen pour exprimer toutes les émotions du personnage.
We performed his facial functions via remote control. So the lead puppeteer on the show actually had to work with Robin before and between takes, actually be involved in the blocking of the scenes, and really make Robin's face do what Robin couldn't make it do. So it was really interesting to watch, and I can't recall that ever having been done before, where an actor of Robin's stature would actually have to work with a puppeteer to control his own face.
Et comme la science s'inspire parfois d'Hollywood, on peut très bien imaginer un jour des robots qui s'inspireront de ceux de Steve Johnson, très fier de son influence dans le monde entier.
At any given point, there are people watching things that I've created. You know, a lot of them probably. There's people in all different time zones watching movies that I've done effects for, and that's actually a really nice feeling.